to certain guys if you're for years and years. But if your lawyer is the one causing that, then no, you don't get that anymore. That's how that works.
Yeah. Yeah, but double time makes no sense.
No, you're right.
It's a day is a day. That's it.
Yeah.
A day is a day.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Yeah. Simple.
From now on,
a day is a fucking day.
A day is a day, and prison is prison. Not a country club.
That's right.
I know people who go there on purpose, for a vacation, basically.
Well, yeah, why not? Room and board, free meals.
Yeah,
get to see all your friends.
You still get a good ass kicking every now and then if you're not tough enough to deal with it, which would be my case. But like, I would have no fun there. That's why I consciously try not to go there. I know I wouldn't have fun there. I'm a small guy with a big mouth. Wouldn't work out well for me. But I know guys that are your size and work out every day who they go there to relax.
Yeah, no, that's not what you do in prison. Prison is you're there because you did some bad shit, and you need to understand that you did bad shit. And if you go back, that it gets worse for you, not easier.
Now, would you go so far as to reduce health benefits? Because I know a guy, I don't think he actually managed to pull this off, but I know a guy who was planning to go in for a short bit so he could get his teeth fixed because it's free.
If it's an actual health issue, like if you're in jail and for whatever reason it's causing, like it's going to directly affect your fucking health.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. You can't come out and be all fucked up when you come out of prison and stuff still to get a fucking job.
Yeah, but if you're just going in because they provide better eyeglasses than you can afford when you're not there.
No, because the glasses they're going to get when they're in there are going to be based off a 1970s style.
There you go.
Yeah, like whatever you're supplied with in prison, when it comes to eyeglasses, clothing, whatever it might be, it's not going to be nice. It's not going to be pretty.
Yeah, because
guys are all going to be wearing fucking like hot pink.
Now it's better than what we get as far as healthcare and education. They can get a full free education too. Oh, that's a good thing, but
it's a good thing. I mean, they need it and all. Like, I mean, if you look at some of the, like, there's a couple of these prisons in the U.S. and I absolutely applaud what they do. They're out in the middle of a fucking desert, basically. They live in tents, and for 10 hours a day, all they're doing is they bring in truckloads of fucking rocks, and they're just hammering fucking rocks.
Right? That's the way it should be. A chain gang.
They all wear soft pink.
Yeah.
Right? So there's, everybody looks like a fucking light-handed, when they're in there. And by the time they're done their workday, they're exhausted that they just go in, they eat, they fucking sleep, they go to fucking, and that's it.
Yeah.
They wake up next day and they do it all again. They have a return, because when you go to one of those prisons, after you serve your sentence and you leave, if you get caught in a crime, no matter where it is in the U.S., you go back to that prison.
Yes.
And the return rate is like less than 1%.
Of course.
That's what you call a system that's worse.
The other thing that the Americans have over us is they actually give people sentences that make sense too.
Sometimes
these 10 years for murders are crazy. 2-3 years after serving time served, and then you take that double time they get, and you're out in 18 months for a murder. It's absolutely absurd. Whereas in the States, you get like 99 years. It makes sense.
Yeah, but the States also has those situations where they have, like, I remember one guy got caught with, like, a pound of weed. Yeah. And they gave him, like, 235 years.
Right.
Like, come on.
Yeah, I remember the state of California instituted their 3-strike rule, and anyone who doesn't know what that is, that if you are convicted of 3 offenses, you automatically do 25 years in jail for your 3rd offense.
Yeah. Any offense. Doesn't matter what it is.
The first guy to get handed his sentence stole a pizza out of a delivery guy's car. That was a crime.
But again, you were fucking told.
At that point, you made your choice. Everyone know the rules. You knew what crime you were on. You know if it's 1, 2, or 3. So that's pretty funny.
This 3 strike are. I understand why they would put it in there, but I think drunk driving, strike rule, perfect.
Yeah.
You get busted 3 times for fucking drunk driving, you lose your license for life, and you spend a lengthy time in fucking prison, and your whole life gets based off of not drinking ever. You're posted at every beer store and liquor store around. You're not allowed to get any alcohol whatsoever. If you're caught with alcohol, it's immediately back in jail.
We have to apply this to other intoxicants as well now.
Oh, yeah. If you commit fucking multiple crimes because you're addicted to fucking heroin, well, you got to learn your fucking well.
Well, yeah. I was thinking marijuana, but...
Well, that they can't, because they can't charge with that anymore.
Well, you're still impaired. If you're under the influence of marijuana, you're an impaired driver. That falls under the same as drunk driving now, in my opinion.
It does, but when you start looking at stats, because although there aren't very many, but when you start looking at stats when it comes to people who have caused accidents that were high on weed in comparison to anything else, it's so minimal that it's literally not even a blip on the fucking radar.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
So you can't classify the same thing and have the same punishment being stoned as you can for driving drunk, because the outcomes are too drastically different. And the numbers support that.
Says you.
Go find me a stat to prove me wrong, my friend.
I'm writing one right now.
Yeah, I'm writing one right now. It's a pretty graph. I use 4 different colors for it. Yeah, so.
Yeah, I can do that. I can do all kinds of charts and graphs and shit now. That's my new fun thing. I have graphing apps and invoices. I can do up really nice invoices. The one thing I'm going to start doing just for the fuck of it is start handing out Ericandgord really nice,
nice
certificates of achievement or failure or whatever. We'll just start mailing them to you. Right now you're all getting one for not emailing me. You're getting a big fat certificate when I got some time to print it out.
So get ready, everybody. It's all fucking coming.
I've made a whole bunch. That's my new thing. Certificates.
Speaking of crime, by the way, there was this one crime I remember catching the video of, and I thought it was absolute genius. Guy shows up to a convenience store. So first what happens is one guy shows up, and he's got a card, like a debit card, but the card has this thing on it where when you put it in the machine, it jams the machine up.
Okay.
He puts the card in, machine doesn't work. The guy turns to the teller and says, "Hey, just so you know, man, your machine doesn't work. You got to call somebody to get them to come in." Now, people in the industry know that it takes, usually it's like a couple of days before somebody will show up to pick up the machine, if not like a week.
Yeah, of course.
So what happens is they make the call, and then within an hour, a guy shows up in a van wearing a fucking like a fucking outfit suit, with a trolley and a clipboard.
Exactly.
With a fake invoice, and he walks up and goes, "Yeah, man, I'm here to pick up your machine. I was like around the area. They said, all right, look, since you're right there, come by and pick it up. So I'm here to pick it up." Guy's like, "Oh, perfect, cool. Here, sign this. Thank you very much. Here's your copy."
Yeah.
Fuck. Unplugs it, plugs it on his fucking thing, and rolls out the door, and there he is. He's found himself a fucking cash machine. Genius.
I totally regret not taking when I worked for the security company this summer. That would have been ideal.
That would have been great.
I could have had a full uniform, badge and everything, walkie-talkie, and just been a security guard wherever I wanted. Now, speaking of what you just said, me and a couple of bandmates of mine, that's how we furnished all our homes in Calgary. For those of you who don't know, Calgary being of the climate that it is, they have what they call plus 15s. These are tunnels that connect all the buildings in the downtown core, so you don't have to go outside when it's cold.
Oh.
15 stairs above street level, so they're 2 stories essentially above street level, and you can get everywhere in downtown Calgary without ever stepping outside.
Really?
Yeah. Now these are quite long in some areas because they just span a big distance, and they're decorated with benches and plants, just like a mall, right? They're kind of like a hallway in a mall. Used to have ashtrays and whatnot. Of course, they don't anymore. Anyway, we did exactly what you just. We went to Value Village. We got coveralls, and we managed to find clipboards there. And we just walked through the plus 15s, taking whatever we wanted. And if anyone asked, we said, "Oh yeah, we're just moving these over to quadrant 7G." And you just make up a name. People go, "Well, who told you to do that?" You go, "Well, fucking Doug told me." Doug, eh? Yeah, you don't want me to bug Doug on a Friday afternoon, do you? Oh no. Yeah, we furnished 3 homes that way.
Oh, that's spectacular.
That's I don't recommend it, but if you can get away with it,
all the power to you.
Amazing what a clipboard will do for your credibility.
Very true. I use one at work. Makes it look like I know what I'm doing.
I used to use one at Rona when I didn't want to answer people's questions. I'd pretend I was on the phone and be just frantically looking at my clipboard. Clipboards are a powerful thing. They shouldn't be in the hands of people like me.
But yet, every once in a while,
it's pretty funny.
You get yourself a clipboard.
I get myself a clipboard and a nice couch and fake plant.
At least now I know what I'm going to send you for your birthday.
Oh yeah, any uniform for anything. I'll figure out a way to use it.
A uniform, a clipboard, and a pen.
I miss those plus 15s. They were fantastic. They'd come in really handy here with the rain.
Yeah, no doubt, right?
There was actually a group of people, because they're condos and stuff, just like in any city. There was a group of people who held a bet, and there's a movie made about them. It's called Way Downtown.
Okay.
They held a bet to see who could go 1 year without ever stepping foot outside.
Oh, wow.
And there is a movie made about these guys, but it was a true story. And everyone in Calgary kind of see what would happen. And obviously they all went kind of batty by the end of it. And I believe all 4 of the people in the competition ended up cheating at some point.
Really?
Because they just couldn't handle it. Because you get the recycled air and stuff starts to get you after a while.
Yeah, I guess it would, yeah.
And vitamin D deficiency and whatnot. But yeah, you can basically, in Calgary, or Winnipeg has them too, you can pretty much live your whole life without ever setting foot outside.
That's fucking wild.
It's because there's schools connected, there's train stations connected, there's homes and businesses, and it's a really neat system.
That is not fucking wild. I know that when I was in Seattle, well, not Seattle, sorry, I was in.
Nobody knows.
What's right below fucking BC?
Well, I think Tacoma is before Seattle.
Maybe no. So it wasn't Seattle. What's the state? That's what, Washington.
Yeah, Washington.
That's right below BC.
Washington, yeah.
Okay, so
if you're going from me to you, it's Washington.
It was Seattle. Fuck yeah, it was Seattle. That's right. Yeah, it was Seattle. No, fucking Jesus Christ, Seattle. Yeah, it was fucking Seattle.
Spokane? Are you thinking Spokane?
No. It was actually Seattle.
Okay.
There's like an underground, because Seattle used to be like a full story lower.
I think
in the main city. You know this?
I think I did know something about that, but I could be just making that up.
So there's like this whole section